Be honest. When you hear the words artificial intelligence, what do you feel? Excitement, curiosity, or something closer to dread? Maybe your stomach tightens. Maybe you scroll past every AI headline. Maybe you've caught yourself saying, I hate this stuff. And here's the thing. You're not alone. Millions of people feel the exact same way, but almost nobody can explain why they feel it. They just know something about AI feels wrong. Today, we're going to unpack that feeling, layer by layer. And by the end, you'll understand your own reaction better than 99% of people on either side of this debate. Now, before we go any further, this video is not here to convince you that AI is great. And it's not here to tell you your fears are stupid. That's what everyone else does. Instead, I want to do something way more interesting. I want to show you the psychological machinery running underneath your reaction. Because your hatred of AI? It's not random. It's not irrational. It's actually following a pattern that's been documented for hundreds of years. And once you see the pattern, everything clicks. Stay with me through reason number 5, because that's the one most people have never even considered, and it might completely reframe how you think about this. Let's start with the gut reaction. You know that creepy feeling you get when you see a robot that looks almost, but not quite, human. That's called the uncanny valley, and AI has created a brand new version of it. It's not about appearance anymore. It's about competence. AI can now write like a human, talk like a human, create art that looks like a human made it. But something is always slightly off. The logic is too clean. The emotion feels borrowed. The creativity has no struggle behind it. And your brain picks up on that mismatch instantly. It's like hearing a laugh that's perfectly timed but has no real joy behind it. Technically correct, emotionally hollow. That discomfort you feel? It's not ignorance. It's your brain doing exactly what it evolved to do, detecting when something is pretending to be what it's not. Now let's talk about the one everyone feels, but nobody wants to admit out loud. When a new technology threatens to do your job, the thing you spent years learning, the thing that pays your rent, the thing that gives you a sense of purpose, your reaction isn't intellectual, it's primal, it's survival. Psychologists call this identity threat. It's not just about money. It's about who you are. If you're a writer and a machine can write, what does that make you? If you're an artist and AI can generate images in seconds, where does your value go? This isn't new, by the way. When the printing press was invented, scribes were terrified. When photography arrived, painters declared art was dead. When ATMs rolled out, bank tellers thought it was over. The fear is always the same, and it always feels completely justified in the moment. Because in the moment it is. This one cuts deeper than jobs. This is about meaning itself. Think about why a handwritten letter feels different from a printed one. Why a painting in a gallery moves you more than a stock photo. Why a home-cooked meal hits different from fast food. It's not about the end product. It's about the effort, the intention, the humanity baked into the process. AI collapses that entire process into a single click. And when effort disappears, meaning follows. The philosopher Alain de Botton once described this beautifully. We don't just value things for what they are. We value them for what they cost someone to create. A diamond is just compressed carbon. A song is just vibrating air. But the story behind them, the struggle, the craft, the years of practice, that's what gives them weight. When AI removes the struggle, it doesn't just automate work. It threatens to drain the meaning out of the things we care about most. Here's something interesting. Research shows that people don't actually fear powerful technology. They fear powerful technology they can't control. You're fine driving a car at 120 kilometers per hour, but sitting in the passenger seat with a stranger driving? Terrifying. Same speed. Same road. But you're not in control anymore. AI is the ultimate passenger seat experience. You can't see how it makes decisions. You can't audit its reasoning. You don't know what data it was trained on, what biases it absorbed, or whose interests it actually serves. And the companies building it? They're not exactly rushing to explain. The code is proprietary. The training data is secret. The decision-making is a black box. So when people say they don't trust AI, they're not being paranoid. They're responding to a genuine transparency problem that even the people building this technology haven't solved yet. And now we get to the one I promised you. The reason most people never even consider. What if your hatred of AI isn't actually anger at all? What if it's grief? Think about it. The world you grew up in, the one where humans were the only ones who could write, create, compose, and imagine, that world is disappearing. Not in some distant future. Right now, while you're watching this video, and nobody gave you time to process that. There was no announcement, no transition period. One day, you woke up, and the rules had changed. The thing that made humans special, our creativity, our intelligence, our ability to think, suddenly had competition. Psychologist Kübler-Ross described 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. And if you look at how society is reacting to AI right now, you'll see all 5 stages playing out in real time. The people who hate AI the most? Many of them are stuck in stage 2. And that's not a flaw. That's a perfectly human response to a world that's shifting faster than anyone was ready for. So if you hate AI, now you know why. It's not because you're a technophobe. It's not because you're behind. It's because you're a human being responding to one of the biggest shifts in the history of our species. And your brain is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, protecting you, questioning threats, and fighting to hold on to what makes life feel meaningful. The question isn't whether AI is good or bad. The question is, what do you want to do with this understanding? Because the people who thrive in this new world won't be the ones who blindly embrace AI. And they won't be the ones who refuse to look at it. They'll be the ones who understand both the technology and themselves. And if you've watched this far, you're already one of them. Drop a comment. Which reason hit you the hardest? I genuinely want to know. And if this video made you see AI differently, even just a little, hit subscribe. We break down the psychology behind the stuff everyone else just argues about. See you in the next one.